Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Nishithav, and in today's video I'm going to review a new foundation. I've heard of this brand before. I was just browsing through what's new section on the Sephora website. Then I came across this. It's called Lawless Flawless Finish Makeup. The brand name I believe is Lawless. So it's clean AF. This almost had no reviews when I placed the order. But then again I went back to the website just to see if anybody had written any reviews. So there were about 6 reviews and all were 5-star. So I'm so excited to try this out. On the back of the packaging itself, by the way, packaging is to die for. Like, it looks like a perfume bottle, and when you open it, there you have the foundation. The packaging reminds me a lot of the Huda Beauty foundation. I've never tried that one because it's strongly scented and I'm afraid it might break me out. So but this one I'm excited to try out. On the back of the packaging they have the claims of what this foundation will do. So it says makeup is sexy and makeup is transformative, makeup is art. I totally agree. And now makeup is safe too. At Lawless I am committed to providing, I think it's the founder, I guess her name is Annie. At Lawless I'm committed to providing beauty products that are always free of ingredients that harm your skin, your health, and earth and animals. I don't take the term natural lightly. We really are clean AF. AF is in the sense always free of all the harmful chemicals. None of our ingredients are known to be cancer causing. So it's formulated for all skin types with medium to full buildable coverage and a fresh satin finish. And it's not supposed to give you clogged pores and wears comfortably throughout the day with a lightweight feel that won't fade or disappear. I hope you enjoy playing with our makeup as much as I do. I hope so too. I got 2 different shades because online it's hard to determine what shade you are. I got the shade Bronze, this one right here, and then I also got Heat, a shade deeper than this. First I'm gonna go in with the Bronze and see if this matches my skin tone. If not, we can add in the Heat and mix both of them. The shade range was not that great. I think they have only 20 shades or so. So it has a scent. I'm smelling the foundation because I've decided to start doing that every time I review something new, because I saw a few comments where people say that few things break them out because they have a scent to them. So I just want to let you guys know this definitely has a scent, and it like smells familiar but I can't place it. So on one side I'm just, oh by the way, I haven't primed my face. So on this side we are not going to use any primer and see how this foundation performs, and on the other side I'm going to apply some primer. Okay, I think that's enough. So I'm just taking my damp sponge and blending everything out. Okay, it's blending beautifully and it definitely has a nice dewy finish. It's not satin though, it feels a little bit glowy. Maybe it will dry down, who knows. Do you guys see the glow? It looks really good. So on this side I want to apply some primer. I'm just using my Smashbox primer water. Okay, let that sink in for a second. And the shade is a perfect match as well. So if you're closer to my skin tone, Bronze is the way to go. But I'm tanned right now, so I might have to go a shade lighter when it's not summer. But thanks to Arizona weather, I'm super tanned right now. So when I'm tanned, Bronze is the correct shade. I'm going to apply the foundation on this side as well. I used a really less product, as you can see. I mean, I did take a lot of it, but I feel like 1 pump would be enough to cover your entire face, and the coverage is not bad as well. It's definitely in between medium to full. I'm gonna add some more foundation just to see how this foundation layers, just for the sake of this video, but I think the coverage is pretty decent the way it is. I don't know if you can see, but things are definitely getting separated if you let the foundation sit for a minute. I would say give it a good shake before you apply the foundation. I'm going to add one more layer here just to see if the foundation layers or looks cakey. Okay, the foundation has super dewy finish. It's not satin, so if you're not into a dewy finish foundations, you might not like this. But I really like the glow it gives my skin. But it definitely feels tacky to the touch, and it is not at all transfer proof. Imagine you at a party hugging someone. If you get the foundation all over them, that would be really embarrassing. So I'm going to set this side of my face. That way we can see how the foundation works with the powder, and we can also see if the tackiness goes away. Based on first impressions, this foundation definitely has a really good coverage. On the scale between medium to high, it is closer to the high coverage foundations. It definitely transfers. It has a dewy finish, so if you're not into that, this might not be for you. So far so good. It looks really good on the skin. It blended out really well. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. It is really lightweight, but the scent is still persisting. I thought it would go away once I applied the foundation to my face, but you can still smell it a little bit, but it's not like too strong of a smell, and it's not settling into my smile lines, which is a huge plus. Guys, you definitely want to give this foundation a really good shake, because as you can see, this side it looks different, like there is something weird going on here, and it's hard to blend out once you have it on. As you can see here, it's like a white patch right here, so you definitely want to give this foundation a really good shake. For now, I'm applying the rest of my makeup on camera, but I'm going to speed up through the process. So everything blended out really well on top of this foundation. I thought the bronzer would blend easier on this side when compared to this side, because I had already applied some powder on top, but that didn't make any difference. But the only thing is that the foundation definitely transferred onto the brush when I was applying the powder on top. I'm curious to see if the foundation continues to transfer throughout the day. I'm definitely going to have to do a wear test. This foundation reminds me a lot of the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation. That foundation looks pretty good when you first apply it, but throughout the day it starts to fall apart. It just moves around and gets cakey in certain areas. I did not like that foundation. I'm curious to see how this one performs. But so far I like this foundation. My makeup turned out pretty good. It gave this nice natural glow to my skin. The foundation doesn't feel heavy or cakey, but it does have a really good coverage. Now I'm gonna come back at the end of my day so we all can see how the foundation performed. I'll see you all in a few hours. I'm back, and I think I applied this foundation around 2 o'clock, or was it 3 o'clock? Anyways, I think it was around 2 o'clock, and it's 10:30 in the night. It's been almost like 8 hours since I've had this foundation on, and I want to say that I don't like this foundation. I mean, I appreciate what they are trying to do, like using no harmful products in their foundation, but it just didn't perform really well. The main drawback to this foundation that I noticed is that I'm seeing like some weird white patches on my skin. It's probably because, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, when you let the foundation sit, you can see some separation happening. I guess that is happening on the skin after a few hours of applying this foundation. It started out great. It gave this nice glow to my skin. My makeup looked really good. But after a few hours, I started to notice these white patches, which are really hard to not notice. That's the main drawback to this foundation. When you first apply it, it does transfer a lot because of the dewiness that this foundation has. But once the foundation like sinks into your skin, once it dries down, the transfer doesn't happen anymore. I had my hand like this when I was watching TV, and nothing has moved I mean, nothing has moved around. The foundation is still on there. It's pretty long wearing, but it just doesn't look good after a few hours because of the separation. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm talking about. But I personally do not think this is worth the money because this is $46 and you have only 20 shades. I think they can do better with the shade range. The shade that I got matches me perfectly right now. If you still want to try out this foundation, you can check it out, but I personally do not think it's worth the money. Maybelline Superstay foundation works so much better on me, and there are like so many other better options at Sephora. I'm gonna zoom you guys in to show you guys the weird white patches. So these are the white patches that I was talking about. It looks much worse in person than it does on camera, and foundation has completely come off around my mouth and on my chin as well. The best part is it just did not settle into my smile lines, that I really like. But other than that, I don't think anything else worked out really well because on my nose it's gathering and on my forehead as well. So now I'm gonna zoom you guys out, say goodbye to you guys, take off my makeup and get some sleep. So that completes this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And I hope you will subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.